Okay, just with the water having been off today, I wanted to show you how to get rid of airlocks. If any of the hot or cold taps in your house don't work as a result of your the water being off earlier on today, maybe you ran the tank dry in the attic. So here's the fix. So once the water comes back on in the estate, you should have full pressure in your cold tap at the kitchen sink. Right, that's mains pressure. It's the only mains pressure in the house that you can use. On the other side is the hot tap. And so what we do is we are going to, now this might not work, right? So if your hot tap doesn't work, here's what you do to get your hot water back working anywhere in the house. Okay, so if your hot water isn't working anywhere in the house, this will fix it. Okay, so what you do is you cut all the fingers off one of your marigold gloves.
Wait, you're gonna do that?
Shush now. You cut all the fingers off, and you start with the smallest one, and you put them on. Bit rude, whatever. You put them on to the over the head of the tap outlet. Okay, so you cut them all off first. I'm not going to do it because Anne's going to slap me. So put it on, put the next one on over it, put the next one on over it, put the next one on. So there's 5 whole fingers of the glove up around the tap. Right, so they're literally all up in the tap like that. Okay, so you're going to have 5 on top of each other there. And then you get the rest of the glove and you wrap them around. You wrap it around it really, really, really tightly, okay? Because it will be under a lot of pressure, okay? So you have them all like that. Then what you do, right? I'll show you real roughly with Anna's glove. So you'll have all the fingers of the glove on there. Then what you do is you come across, you go across to the hot tap, and you open it gently. Now in this case, the hot tap is working, so that'll inflate, okay?
So that's gonna burst.
Yeah, no, that's why I put 5 in, because it is under a lot of pressure, okay? So you you open the hot tap only, okay? So you open it up, and there'll be nothing coming out, right? Because it's not working. Then what you do is you slowly come across, and if you come closer you can hear, you slowly come across to cold, whilst leaving the hot on. So you can hear that. You can hear the cold rushing through the hot. So the cold is coming from the mains pressure up to the top of the tap where it's mixing under the glove, and it back down through and up the hot pipe. So you do that and you have it running as hard. You put the cold on as much as you can whilst make sure the hot is on full. That'll force mains pressure all the way back up through. That'll force mains pressure all the way back up through. I'm done with you, thank you. All the way back up through the hot press cylinder and up into the attic, blowing any air bubbles out of the system at all. If you keep that going for maybe a minute, that'll guarantee blowing all the air bubbles out up into the attic, and then you should be able to run any of the hot taps. So while you're doing that, while you're holding on to this, ask somebody else to go up and check all of the hot taps. Air splutter bubbles should come out, and it should be running full time. Now once you've done that and you have all the hot working, then you do the same thing with an upstairs sink while you're doing this to get the hot pressure, the pressurized hot system, because you're pressurizing the hot system with the kitchen tap. So you do the same with the 2 taps in one of the bathrooms upstairs, or anywhere that share an outlet, so where the hot and cold come out the same place. Now if you say all your taps are separate taps and you haven't got one, then you can use the bath outlet. So you block the end of the bath outlet, same again with the rubber glove, and you can do the same there, and that'll send the pressurized hot water through the cold system and blow out any bubbles there, and that'll work. If it doesn't, that's the only way to get rid of a an airlock in a system like that without having to use tools or wrapping the gob around that and giving it a good old suck. But this is a much easier way. So yeah, look, try that one, and if that doesn't work, yeah, you have to call somebody with tools.